we have responsibility for overall command, incident command. We're doing it as a unified approach. So police and fire have been working super collaboratively this whole process. And just working on any sort of eventualities. We've been training, preparing together, but overall, I'll be responsible for the safety and wellness of everybody here. I mean, I think our biggest challenge and my biggest concern is always the weather. When the NFL was here early on with the planning, they're like, "What's the weather going to be like?" And it's like, well, somewhere between 0 and 70, and we could have rain, sleet, or snow, or all of the above. So that's like when we truly look at that. That's something we're really focusing on. All the other contingencies we've been able to work through, but that's just one thing we really can't control all the variables with. No, you're gonna have viewing opportunities inside the stadium, so you can sit in and watch it on the large jumbotrons. The stage is actually set up at Lombardi and Oneida, so right closer to the Rush Expo Center. So that's where the main draft stage is. The crowd will be all the way up to Lambeau Field, and then the whole event footprint extends all the way to Titletown at that far west end of the area. And there's a lot of variables, right? We sent groups to the Super Bowl to kind of see what the process is all about. We also sent individuals to the draft in Detroit, but then previously reached out to Kansas City, Nashville, all of those other host cities recently just to see, learn their lessons learned. Where did they see were opportunities for improvement? And if they had to do it over again, what would they do differently? So, taking all those lessons learned really helped us prepare early on into the process. It's a whole different level of excitement. We were just talking about it before this, and that, it's like a hyped up game day, because you can just tell the energy in the community during game days, but this is a whole nother level. Today we have, a large concert that'll be downtown in one of the city parks. We also had the original Packers field, which is now a football stadium for one of our high schools. They had a field day there. So basically all kinds of activities. Patrick Mahomes' mom is there, actually kind of as one of the MCs. It's just like all game day operations, but just all to a whole nother level. So it's pretty exciting. We've had staff here since absolute day one. From the very first truck being unloaded to assembling the stage, we've had staff members here. Last night we focused into a 24-hour operation. That will continue to the end of the draft. But populations of the fans coming in, Thursday is really believed to be that big day. That's the day that we will see the most amount of people. Again, that's those first round picks. That's the most excitement. But that continues. Thursday night we'll see. Every night we'll see something else at the end, whether it's fireworks shows, drone show, and then ultimately Saturday night Brad Paisley's playing here. So it's large concerts and just a ton of activity, ton of events, and it'll just draw a lot of people each and every day. So the draft was announced. The NFL commissioner, was in town on August 14th of 2023. So that's when we really starting to prepare and start planning. But, a year ago, we were in Detroit and learning from Detroit Fire and Detroit Police about how their draft preparations went. And then it seems like just yesterday we saw on the billboards, they're like, there's these billboards that say Green Bay's on the clock and 365 days. And now it's down to 1 day. And it's just amazing how fast that went. But systematically have planned out the process, worked really collaboratively with our public safety partners. And I think we have a really robust plan. Our staff members are well trained and well equipped to deal with whatever should happen. And like I said, our job is just to make sure everybody has a safe and fun time here. And most of so event operations will be primarily Green Bay Metro Fire Department. That'll be here. We do have some state partners, some federal partners that are helping us with a couple different specialty team sides, but for the most part, it's all made up of Green Bay Metro Fire. We do work closely with our Mavis division, that mutual aid box alarm system, our mutual aid partners. So they've staffed up most of them around the area, around the understanding that there might be an increased call volume, and then certainly we're going to try and put a lot more resources very quickly on any sort of incident that should occur. So it is definitely a county, but more regional and statewide approach to this too. No, it's a big event, right? We had some big events and some of the big storms, and but a lot of those lessons learned I got from there, whether it's was Stroll on State or the tornadoes that we responded to as part of our urban search and rescue team or technical rescue team. All those things help prepare for these types of things. It's all just size and scope, and but certainly all the experience I've gained in Rockford helped me prepare here and help make sure we're all ready. So. But just a real shout out to our team here. I mean, everybody has done such a fantastic job of preparing. And it got nothing but compliments. The NFL is used to working with agencies all around the country and actually globally with some of the teams that they've taken on the road lately. But they just had a lot of praise for the men and women of the Green Bay Metro Fire Department and all the hard work that they've been doing. So it's been nice to see that, and very proud of everybody here. Absolutely a Packers fan, right? And it's as you get up here, it's easy to get behind. I wasn't a huge football fan to start with, but once you get up here and as you know, when you come to town, visit stadium, I mean it's a whole different place, and like I said, it's easy to get behind the Packers when you're up here. I don't know. It'll be interesting. So it's always kind of an interesting time, and certainly the event, the stage looks incredible. The footprint is just absolutely incredible. I mean, when we were in Detroit last year, that was in an urban environment, downtown city streets, so everything was real narrow and lane. This is really wide open. I mean, we have tonight is also a big event with bringing all of the supper clubs. So a lot of specialties for the supper clubs will be here for a fundraising effort. We have you can get just a little taste of Wisconsin. We're excited that we have a polka band playing on Saturday. Some good friends actually, and it's just going to be really exciting. And the NFL did a really great job of showcasing what Wisconsin's all about, specifically what Green Bay hospitality is all about. We're very excited to be able to showcase that to the rest of the world. No, and like I said, we're super excited to be hosts here. We've told all our members, just be there, be visible, and really let people know what this area is all about. So it's really a magical place. The stadium is absolutely incredible, and we're excited to see this on that worldwide stage and really showcase what we have to offer here.